Hold on. Hello, y'all. This is HQ over at the HQ Connect channel, right? We're gonna be doing a review of a video because we like to do reviews of videos, right? We love to do those. And so tonight we are going to peel back something that a lot of women never really get to see when it comes to men, right? To men. We're gonna be listening to a former CIA officer break down how spies build trust and build chemistry. And yes, sometimes they seduce people, not because they're in love with you, but because they want access to information and control, which is basically what a man normally does do, except he's trying to get into a relationship with you or trying to get into your pants. One of the two. Now, listen, this is not about scaring anybody. It's not about saying every man is a manipulator. We're not saying that. What this conversation here will be about will expose, the science, the psychology, the emotionality of getting involved with a person that is trying to manipulate you or trying to get something out of you, and to create the feeling of being in love or create the feeling of you falling in love with them. And here's what I wanted us to watch together. So many women, myself included, have mistaken attention for affection, chemistry for destiny, and manipulation for connection, right? Meanwhile, trained people out there, spies, scammers, narcissists, you name it, even some everyday ordinary dudes understand how to trigger feelings in us before we even realize what's happening or what's going on. So as we go through this, I'm going to pause every few minutes or so. I'm going to break down what he's really saying, what parts are true, where we need to be careful, and what we can learn. Men can learn how to, be more seductive, more reasonable, more attentive in a relationship, and hopefully we can both learn something from these videos. So without further ado, where did I put the video? Let's play it.
Trying to get a target to build trust in you or to build connection with you, you want to use a system that triggers hormonal releases that pair with emotional leads, and then hormones and emotional leads that creates a logical outcome, a logical response. So you're using biology, emotions, to lead to what seems like a logical response to them. Okay, so let's just say that I'm meeting with a female. Now, first of all, if I'm meeting with a target, chances are I know more about the target than the target knows about me because I've been researching them. Mm-hmm. So let's just say I meet with a female who I already know likes Taylor Swift.
Okay.
All right? So even if that's all I know is that they like Taylor Swift, I already have an informational advantage over that person.
Do you know what you're trying to get out of them ahead of time?
Usually you know an idea of what they may have access to. Okay. So in this case, let's say that this person is the 23-year-old daughter of a general for North Korea, and that general commands North Korean nuclear missiles. Mm-hmm. All right, so it's a 23-year-old North Korean female who likes Taylor Swift. It's more common than you might think, mm-hmm. Right? And that's all we really know. And we know that her dad is in charge of something important, but we don't know if she's actually got access to anything important. The last thing that woman is probably attracted to is a 44-year-old Latin American guy from America. Probably. Good chance I'm not her type. So I'm not going to go in there trying to seduce her first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there just trying to get her to have a positive reaction to me being in her environment. Why? Positive reaction to me in her environment drops 2 hormones. Dopamine, noradrenaline. So that's all I'm looking for first, is just give her a positive experience. Even if that positive experience is simply making her laugh, making her smile, standing in her presence, helping her pick up something she drops, who cares, right? Anything that drops those 2 hormones. There's a natural instinct in your brain. Anytime new information is presented, your brain has to ask itself whether that new information threatens its survival or does not threaten its survival. It's a threat, non-threat distinction. When somebody shows up and bumps into you, they threaten your survival. That's how the brain sees it, black and white. When somebody shows up and lets you cut in front of them, they're not threatening your environment, right? So hormones, dopamine, noradrenaline get dropped. Small amounts, trace amounts, but it's there.
Is that why you then said whether you make them smile or if you drop something and pick them up? Because when you said that, I was like, but those feel like two very different emotions, like in my own body.
Emotions come second. Remember how I talked about persuasion is an emotional appeal? That comes second.
Okay.
You're totally right. Different emotions. The hormonal release is the same.
Right. Interesting.
Yes. So just think about all the times that you have been, that your mom has made you laugh, that your friends have made you laugh, that Tom has made you laugh. The dopamine is the same. The noradrenaline is the same. The feeling is the same. The emotion is different, right? Mom making you laugh doesn't really turn you on. Tom making you laugh might turn you on, right?
No, yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
So that's what ends up happening. So the first step that we're trained isn't to target seduction. It's just to target a positive hormonal release, because that builds momentum towards if seduction is the right appeal. And seduction isn't always the right appeal.
Do you, in the moment, just assess her and then go, okay, I'm going to make her laugh? Or, okay, she looks a bit stoic. She's got a bit of a bad mood face. So I'm going to bump into and pick something up. Like, how do you decide what tactic to use?
So it's funny because remember how I talked about this North Korean female target?
Yeah, that's the person I'm talking about. Yeah.
She's a Taylor Swift fan. She's a Swiftie, right? If I knew that I was going to try and find this person, bump into this person, I could wear a Taylor Swift shirt, because when she sees a guy in a Taylor Swift shirt, guess what her non-threat is going to be? She's going to say, not a threat. Obviously, he's a Swift fan. I can anticipate the hormonal drop that's going to happen immediately just seeing me in a Taylor Swift shirt. I can also have my phone speaker on and be listening to a Taylor Swift song. So we're jamming out to Red as I walk into the line behind her. I already know as soon as she hears a song, what's she going to be like? She's going to be like, oh, I like that song. Drop, hormonal drop, right? That is so critical, because what happens to most men who are actually trying to make initial contact with a woman, they skip the hormone.
Y'all hear what he's saying, right? Before he even opens his mouth, the guy opens his mouth, before he even says, hi, my name is X, Y, and Z, he already knows things about this woman, or he should know things about this woman, what music she likes, who her father is, or whether she is a dynamic of a mother and father in the house. I mean, many things that he should know before he even approaches a woman. I mean, he's not just a nice guy in line at the shop. He's trying to get to know you, or trying to seduce you, or trying to pull you into his world. Okay, that laugh, that smile, that like, oh, I like Taylor Swift type thing too. I mean, it's not random. People falling for people are not random. It's the commonalities that people find between each other that makes it more successful, or more willing to be successful, because they have these common things in order. And if a man decides he's going to take the time to figure out what she likes, what she listens to, what she wants, the chances of you getting successful in a romantic relationship is very high. And it happens all the time. You have to get to know a person. And people on the internet today, people are saying, oh, well, it's better if a woman knows a man better, or she likes him better. The relationship works much, much better if he likes her more. I mean, I can't say it any other way, but it is, if he likes her more, because he's taking the time to figure out what she's like, he's taking the time to figure out what she wants, the chances of the relationship being successful is better than anything that most people can think of.
They don't do anything that makes that woman feel safe. They don't do anything that makes her happy. They don't do anything that makes her interested. So a man approaching a woman cold, hi, my name's Andy. Like threat, non-threat doesn't know what to do with that. So it's going to literally jump to a conclusion and say, you're bigger than me. You've got crazy hair. You're not my type. So threat. And that's why so many men get frustrated that they're trying to approach a woman. The woman is not responsive or receptive to the approach. Her noradrenaline is not being triggered. Her dopamine is not being triggered. Her threat response is being spiked. What do you expect? Right? When you approach a woman who you just happen to be her type, noradrenaline is dropped, dopamine is dropped. Even if the threat response is still spiked, those two hormones are what make her curious. You're like, you're kind of my type. I get why you're talking to me, but I'm not comfortable with you. Completely different than when somebody who really turns you off steps up to you and you're like, I just want to be away from you.
Oh, interesting. So the confusion between the visuals and how they're making you feel.
Correct. When it's very clear, when you don't like the visual and you don't like the feeling, easy to stay away from that.
Oh, it's so true.
When you do like the visual, you don't like the feeling, you're kind of like, I don't know what to do with this right now.
Why does the visual sometimes override the feeling? Because I think people do on dates.
For sure. The visual doesn't override the feeling. What happens is the visual gives them a chance to reset the feeling. Have you heard this? There's a rule of thumb that says your first impression is the most important impression. That's not the truth. Cognitively speaking, what we say at CIA is your last impression is the impression that lasts.
Oh.
Because what really matters is what people think when they leave you, not when they meet you. Because when they meet you, you always have a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance. Literally in a conversation, I might have 90 seconds of conversation with you. Every one of those 90 seconds is a new impression. So does the first 5 seconds matter as much as the last 5 seconds? Not really. If I leave you with a smile on your face, you're going to forget how awkward I was when I first said hello.
That's so funny. I went to film school. It's the same thing in film school. They teach you, they're like, no matter what, don't mess up the ending. It's like, no matter how good the TV show is, no matter how good the movie is, if you mess up the ending, you're done for.
Yep.
Or the opposite. If you screw up the whole movie, but the last part, the ending's so amazing, people actually forgive you for screwing up the movie. Fascinating.
There's a reason for that, right? There's a reason that's what Hollywood teaches. So let's go back to, we're in line at a coffee shop behind our North Korean Target. I'm wearing a Taylor Swift shirt. I walk into her presence. I turn on red on my phone on speaker. What is she going to do? Naturally, what will anybody do when they hear music coming out of a phone? They look around to see who's the asshole with the music on the phone.
That's true.
She looks around. She looks at me. She sees my shirt. Chances are she's going to react. Smile, laugh, do something. Regardless, I don't care what her reaction is. I'm just looking for the moment when she looks at me. Because now when she looks at me, I can use that as an introduction. I can use that as what we call a window to start a conversation. So she looks at my shirt, even just for a half a second, right? And I know she's a Taylor Swift fan because that's what my profiler told me. In this case, my wife is a targeter, so she would have told me that. So she looks at my shirt and she looks away right away. And then I go up to her and I'm like, you're a Taylor Swift fan too, huh? Are you a Swiftie in hiding? More noradrenaline, more dopamine. And she's probably going to turn around and be like, I am. Like, did you see her in concert? Have you done this? Have you done that? Again, we don't have to be shooting for seduction. We're shooting for a hormonal release. We've gotten that going. Now all I need to do is build the emotional appeal, right? The emotional appeal is the persuasion, right? Persuasion is an emotional process. Influence is a logical process.
Oh, yeah.
What that means is, when you sit with your dentist and your dentist has good bedside manner and they make you feel safe and they make you feel comfortable, those are emotions. Then when you leave your dentist and you go back home and your dentist isn't there with you anymore, but you refer someone to your dentist, that's influence. You need to have persuasion before you have influence, meaning you have to have emotion before you have logic. So a lot of times people get the two terms confused. They think influence is something that's emotional. They think persuasion is something that's rational. It's not. Persuasion is emotional. Influence is rational. So the first thing I do is build an emotional, persuasive appeal to our Swiftie North Korean target, right? Oh, yeah. I'm actually still new to being a fan, but my daughter is a massive fan, right? Why am I talking about my daughter? Because I'm obviously 44 years old. I'm much older than she is. Right? I got to call attention to it right away, or else she's going to feel like some old man might be hitting on her.
Oh, that's so true.
Now we're seeing how manipulation hides behind the innocence. He's talking about bringing up kids, telling emotional stories immediately, wearing clothes that signal that he's safe, and saying careful things just to feel safe and trustworthy right away. I get all that. That works because emotions react faster than our logic does. The heart opens up, our mind evaluates what's truly happening. So he's trying to be real vulnerable, which is a really, really difficult thing for men to do right away because they're afraid that they might get manipulated. And I get all of that. So he's telling you how to get closer to a woman, how to deal with how a woman sees a man that she's interested in getting involved with, not as a threat, maybe as a decent human being. I can't stress enough how safety is one of the most important things when it comes to relationships with men. Safety, you have to feel safe with this person right off the bat, and he's trying to show you ways in which safety can come extremely close to where a woman will feel the need to talk to you, to converse with you, to get involved with you. Whereas if she doesn't, you're going to have a hard time. She's going to immediately reject you. So vulnerability, or showing vulnerability, is the key to how to get to a woman. So let's listen.
Oh,
So I have to talk. I have to state my backstory in a way to keep the threat indicator from turning on. I have to keep myself in the non-threat space if I ever plan to build an emotional appeal with this person.
if this episode or any other Women of Impact episode is bringing you value, please smash that subscribe button.
Being married, right? Persuasive appeal to our Swiftie North Korean target, right? Oh yeah. I'm actually still new to being a fan, but my daughter is a massive fan. Right? Why am I talking about my daughter? Because I'm obviously 44 years old. I'm much older than she is.
Far back.
Right? I got to call attention to it right away, or else she's going to feel like some old man might be hitting on her.
Oh, that's so true.
Oh, I
hate
these things.
Because you have no idea how you value
this person.
Okay.
If this episode or any other Women of Impact episode is bringing you value, please smash that subscribe button down below, because you have no idea how much that becomes a calling card to all women out there that this is the place, this is the community to be a part of, because we've got each other's backs. So smash that subscribe button. Thanks for listening. Now back to the episode. And as a woman, when you hear a guy has a daughter and he brings her up, oh my God, like I'm just putty in their hands. Like I'm just like, tell me more about your daughter. So that almost maybe falsely gives you credibility to be trustworthy.
Correct, because I'm a parent, I'm a care provider. I didn't say anything about being married, right? I didn't say anything about being divorced either, right? So she doesn't know. All she knows is that I have a kid, which explains why I'm older. So it gives me a little bit of wiggle room so that she doesn't just think I'm a creepy old man right away.
And actually, because you've got the daughter, it goes, oh, that's why you got the t-shirt. Whereas if you didn't have a daughter and you're like, I just love Taylor Swift, I would be a little skeptical of you in your 40s loving Taylor Swift as a single man.
Well, not only that, I don't have the creds to talk about Taylor Swift. Right? Like, so if I go in there and she starts talking about, oh, the last 4 concerts were this and that, and what do you think about this song and the lyrics in this song? I'm going to be totally lost. It's going to be very quick that I'm faking it. Whereas when I say, oh, I have a t-shirt on because I just threw it on, I bought it for my daughter when she and I both were like listening to the Red album, right? If I do something like that, oh yeah, I just happened to throw this on today. It still got me what I needed. It got me the initial adrenaline drop, or the noradrenaline drop. It got me the initial dopamine. It got me to the place where I can now build a persuasive appeal.
But to your point, when you experience something, you said that your mind goes into 2 places, right? Is this safe or is this not safe? If I met a 40-year-old guy that didn't have a daughter and was just a Taylor Swift fan, my brain immediately would go like, something's not right here. Whereas the fact that you even just dropped the daughter thing immediately goes, oh yeah, that makes sense, and then puts it in the making sense bucket.
And she herself is what?
A Taylor Swift
fan. Daughter.
Oh, a daughter.
So we're building more and more common connection. When we have common connection, we start having momentum that's built hormonally and momentum that's built emotionally, right? So now I have it. Now I'm talking to her. I went from not knowing her at all to now talking to her, and she feels good about us talking to each other. I can anticipate that she feels good because I already know the noradrenaline and the dopamine are on my side. Now it's my job. Now the skills actually have to kick in, because now what I have to do is keep momentum on my side to build a persuasive appeal, persuasive being emotional. So I have to build an emotional appeal with this person. And depending on the direction that it goes, that's what will answer the question whether seduction is the direction or something else. I will say this. We are trained not to pursue seduction first, because sex is tricky. Sex is a very tricky thing culturally, gender-wise, age-wise, background-wise. You never know when you're dealing with somebody who loves sex versus somebody who feels guilty about sex because of their religion, or somebody who has had negative experiences with sex, or somebody who uses sex as a tool to get advantages. You never know what you're dealing with. So we don't pursue seduction first. All we pursue first is a positive relationship. The last impression is the impression that lasts, right? When you're targeting somebody, you always have the opportunity to target them again and again and again. Find them again. Come back to this coffee shop. Go back to their gym at the same time that they work out. There's this, I'm married. I love my wife. She's beautiful. She's everything I want her to be. There's this very cute, middle-aged, super buff female that works out at my gym every day, Monday through Friday at about 5 o'clock at night, right? I see her all the time. She's very friendly. She's seen me online. She always says hello to me, right? She's very attractive. She's a cool, fit lady, but she's at the gym at 5 o'clock. That tells me a lot about her.
Oh, what does that tell you about her?
She's at the gym at 5 o'clock. Who's watching the kids, right? If she's got a husband, her husband's at home watching the kids, but she doesn't wear a wedding ring. So she could be part of like a new partnership, or a partnership that doesn't feel the need to wear a wedding ring, or she may not wear a wedding ring just because she's at the gym. Either way, she's at the gym at 5 o'clock. So she's not there at 2 o'clock. She's not there at 10 a.m. So she's probably working during the day, right? She's also going to the gym every day. So there's something about the gym that is therapeutic to her, whether it's her fitness or whether it's anxiety relief or stress relief or whatever else. And when she goes, she doesn't work out lightly. She works out hardcore. She doesn't dress cute in like matching stuff.
So this is how we learn the manipulation of women. And I just wanted to say that beginning part because a lot of people just don't know. They don't get it. Good people, good men, I don't want to say good, I don't want to say manipulators, but men who want to seduce women know how to get next to a woman. He's telling you how to get next to a woman in the best way possible, not be how do you call it? Not be an asshole. He's trying to tell you how to get next to women and not be an asshole. That's right. Be a decent human being, right? That was what the segment was about. Being a decent human being, but getting to know a woman. So, hey, this is our next segment. This is a Ashley level up segment. This is an Ashley level up segment. Hold on. Let me see if I got the right level up, because Ashley got 1,000 level up, a bunch of levels up, and we want to see what's going on with you, Ashley. What's going on? Hold on. She's talking about money. Okay. Here we go. This is it. I forgot. Turn on. Hold on. We got Ashley. Okay. This is Ashley and her new level up show.
I'm sorry. Girl. I'm sorry, you scare me.
Hello. Oh, hi. Welcome in, doll.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay. What brings you up tonight?
Ashley, girl. I'm about to start not liking men for real. I got to tell you what just happened. So, I was in the grocery store, minding my little old business. A man approached me. He was really handsome, really cute. So I was like, okay. I wasn't expecting it. So he said, he told me his name and he said, can I take you out on a date? I said, okay.
Okay. He came with it. He said, you know what? I saw her. She's beautiful. I'm going to come correct. Can I take you out? Okay.
And he was a little younger. I don't really want nobody 5 years younger than me, but I said, let me try. So we exchanged numbers. He said, can you go out tonight? I said, no, I can't do tonight. I already had plans. I didn't have plans, but I didn't want him to think, you know, ooh, you really want to date. So I said, no, I have plans. So how about tomorrow?
Right. She's like, I don't want to give desperate chat. Okay. You got to leave a little air, a little room.
Yes.
I'm busy.
So I said, okay. He said, okay, tomorrow is cool. So we talked that night. He seemed very mature. Everything seemed like it was going well. So the next day, we talked and he said, well, I got something to do. I had to help a friend fix a car. So so what's the best time for you? I said, a time after 3 is fine because I'll be free. Mm-hmm. He said nothing. Like, didn't say nothing at all. No text, no call after 3, just got quiet. So I said, oh, so I'm thinking from our conversation, like, what's the problem? He seemed very mature. So I'm like, did the man die? So no, he didn't die. So I called him because I'm concerned at this point.
You're concerned about someone you just met.
You know, I have a little heart of gold. Maybe that's the delusion in me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I called. He was like, I said, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm like, okay. What happened? Oh, nothing happened. You know, I just feel like, you know, you're a lot for me, and I don't know if I can handle all that.
Okay.
I said, oh, okay. Block, delete. I said, I don't have no time to play with nobody 5 years younger than me. I do not. So after that, he was trying to call, block, and no, you already done made me mad. So that's where I'm at, Ashley. I'm at the point where I'm just gonna not like men. I'm gonna hate men. That's where I'm at.
Why? Why does it take one man to ruin the whole thing? And here's the thing, and this is not only to you, dog. This is to everyone watching. All my ladies, you need to have more than one option.
Yeah.
You just told me you don't have a roster. That's what I just heard. Yeah. When I heard your story, you don't have a roster and you don't have enough men approaching you. That's what I also heard.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you're putting all your focus on this one guy who's 5 years younger, who's probably still immature and can't really, you know, keep up with the keep up.
Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Hold on, let me go.
Sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. I had it on the mute. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's up, stranger?
What's up? I'm over here. Just started this channel. Started doing things live on this channel like 2 days ago.
Okay.
It's my second show. So
okay. The other guys come over. I missed the first one.
No, the first one, I was just introducing the show. That wasn't really nothing.
I got you.
This one, I done did one segment. This is my second segment. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I don't expect that much engagement until it gets to rolling and whatnot. That's cool.
I feel you. Uh-oh. HQ is back in on the relationship tip. Oh yeah, shit.
I'm over here in the HQ Connect relationship tip.
Okay.
I'm gonna start posting from here. Shoot.
All right.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
I ain't seen too many people doing Kendra G stuff. What's going on?
you know why that is, right?
Oh, they just cut her off totally, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Kendra G really acted a real ASS about content, and so people. Just got to the point. It was a lot of strikes and stuff going out. A lot of people just got to a point they started kind of backing up off of it. I see some people still doing it, but it's not as much as it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She never gave me a strike. I never had no problem, with her at all. She never said nothing to me.
I got you.
So I was like, okay, but then I was like, wait a minute. She's still doing content over there. So, I mean, but I see she ain't getting as many views as she was getting before.
Yeah. She don't realize the feeder channels was helping her views and solidifying her and stuff,
Right.
She should have took a little bit different approach to that, but she just wanted to go crazy, and then she tried to sue MABW, and it was just a big thing. He ended up spending like $2,000 in court to fight her, and it was a mess, man.
Wow.
Yeah, in case you didn't know. Yeah, it was a mess.
I mean, I know what was his Mediocre Tutorial and Reviews was doing work with her.
Yeah.
I know SBC was doing stuff with her.
Right.
Like, what the hell? So she just ran all of them people off.
Yeah, she kind of ran. Yeah, she kind of ran the bulk of the people off, basically.
Man, hey, look, I would have still been doing it, but you know, and every once in a while I find a clip that I want to do, but I ain't finna fool with her and she get a strike on the channel just to be getting a strike. That, you know, just to be doing content with her. It ain't that serious, hon. It was never that serious.
Right.
To begin with. They were feeding your channel, giving your channel, you know, looks and hype and all of that.
Yeah.
How you mad at them?
Exactly. You just had a bunch of turkeys coming up there, and they was acting out.
Right.
So they got what they got, but the girls that came up there correct, I mean, they didn't really get roughed up like that.
Right. And it was the content was decent enough where she shouldn't have had that kind of problem letting people watch her stuff. So I just try to explore different content. I'm just trying to explore not necessarily just relationships and content, you know, reaction to relationship shows, reaction to relationship, like shit Fatty be putting out, you know, Fatty be putting out, Lapeef be putting out, you know, just a reaction to those kind of things.
Yeah.
You know, just to see where the niche is, where we can do something beyond freaking her, because she, you know, Pop the Balloon done went 24 hours, you know, right?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
I mean, they went 24 hours, so you can watch their stuff, but see, do they got things where you can get struck?
Yeah. They got some things in order where basically if you cover Pop the Balloon, your video won't be monetized.
Oh, so, wow.
That's why the big creators, technically, they can't strike it because it's fair use, but they found a loophole, Pop the Balloon, where they got their particular content. It's classified that if you react to it, it can't be monetized.
Oh, wow.
So that's why, like MTR for a minute, he was covering them like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah. I
saw he was doing like 3 hours live. He was eating off of that. Yeah. He had like 3,000-4,000 in the chat. Super chats be coming in heavy. MTR was cleaning up.
Yeah.
And then they moved in and they shut that down.
Damn. So basically you can't do nothing but react to relationship shows that, you know. What about Ashley? This is one of my first videos with Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley is fine. I ain't seen nothing about nothing about Ashley having pushback for content.
Oh, okay.
Ashley is fine.
Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, if I got to shut down Ashley, I got to revamp the whole damn channel. It's just gonna be straight reactions to other people's stuff.
Yeah, right? I got you.
You know, straight reaction to other people reacting, and and that's fine. You know, because you got people like Fatty's channel, and you got people like maybe it just won't be okay. Maybe if you take the focus off the romantic aspect of it and react to any old thing, maybe that might be the key. Just a react. But see, the other channel is a political reaction channel. This one, I guess it could be a reaction channel to whatever, right? Because it's so many limited. The dating shows are so limited who you can react to.
Yeah,
I could have sworn O'Shea Duke Jackson had a dating channel.
Oh yeah, he used to. I haven't kept up with that, but yeah, he did. Where he was like matching some African girls and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that was wild. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I can't even do that. So You can't even. So it's slim pickings out here. So I had to revamp yet again. I have to revamp because at first this channel was what the hell is it called? This channel was a new, like a murder type channel. I mean,
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, murder mysteries. Yeah.
What do you think if the romance space and the relationship space is taken all around? Do you think it's better to maybe change it into that kind of topic, like
no, I
don't.
I think the relationship channel is gonna spark more interest in discussion and debate over that mystery stuff. I mean, that's not anything like covering that. I'm not sure how much debate and real discussion that will garner.
It would not necessarily. See, there's different types of
it's various different types of stuff. Yeah, it depends on where you want to go with it. Yeah, I mean,
I want a subject, or I want a channel that has plenty of content. That has plenty of content that I can.
Yeah, I would say it is plenty of content out there. Lapeef, it's just tons of content creators. The only thing like you say, I would just steer clear of Kendra. You know, Kendra and Papa Blue. Yep, and I think everybody else is pretty much fair game.
Yeah, but the thing is, how many black content how many black shows are there out there? I seen Ashley, but I seen a ton of white shows out there.
Yes, it's a lot. It's a lot of black ones. You know, I like to see you react to some Jason Black and some Saint and Sinner. You know?
Saint and Sinner.
Right. See,
Saint and Sinner know he be cutting up. I watch him. He know he be cutting up. Him and that Hebrew Israelite dude.
Yeah, that was funny. I seen that.
That was content. But the Saint and the Sinner, the one thing I don't want him to do is get his eye over here on me, because I done reacted to some of his content.
No, he ain't gonna call you out.
But his content is not particularly relationship wise. His content is more of men leveling up. It's more of men leveling up in relationships. Because
well, HQ, I say this. I would say this. The Daily Wrap Up Crew, New York, of course, Lapeef, 8 at the Table. I mean, I could give you 10 of them off jump.
You said 8 Daily Wrap Up Crew.
Daily Wrap Up Crew, Lapeef. 8 at the Table.
8 at the Table.
Yeah, Cooley, of course. I know that's funny though.
Cooley? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. The No Fugazi.
No Fugazi.
Yeah, the No Fugazi podcast. You said black.
Daily Wrap Up Crew, Lapeef.
8
at the Table.
8 at the Table. I would say. Hold on. I would say you can react to a lot of the Anton Daniels, the Room 9 channel. That's his relationship channel now, Room 9.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, that's one.
But see, he's insufferable. The problem is he's insufferable to me.
I would agree with. Well, yeah,
I mean, he's insufferable because instead of this is the thing. This is what got me off of the relationship thing.
Yeah, because you fell out with him.
You know what got me off the relationship thing is that nobody had anything new to say. It was always the same. The men have all the talking points lined up for women, and the women have all the talking about, and it was nothing new under the sun. Which you know, for me, I'm an offbeat character. I don't believe anything any of them have to say because relationships are so flighty and so transactional and it just don't.
Oh yeah, I want to give you one more. Highly initiated.
Oh, highly initiated.
Yeah, highly initiated.
I gotta actually look at these shows.
Yeah.
What about that one that had the guy who was sleeping with all the women? I forgot the name of that.
Hold on, you gotta be a little bit more detailed than that.
They went on the road and they had shows and stuff like that. They looked like they had a room full of people always talking. He was the one guy. It was one guy, but he had a crew that was on a stage and they would talk to people.
I don't know. I'm not sure who you're talking about, baby. To be honest,
I know who you know he is because I know you said his name. So
okay.
All of these I would have to. But see, here's the thing: if they lean too heavily into the talking, see the thing that have you ever seen?
Oh yeah, one more too. Let me give you this one. This is one girl. It's Given Podcast. That's that Dr. Sarah Fortnote. She's had some funny conversations up there. I would check that out. I know she had a classic up there with Calarius Miller.
Uh-huh.
That one was a classic. Definitely check that one out.
It's Giving Podcast.
Yeah, it's Giving Podcast.
Go ahead. The talking points like Ali and Fanny. They got the talking points. They got the talking points down so tight. You can't never get into your point of view is immediately dismissed.
What do you mean they got it down so tight? What do you mean specifically? I'm trying
they're not open to negotiation. They don't understand or they don't seem to think just because this happens, and this happens. That's not how life is. Life is
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
And so when you have a conversation with, say, Ali, it's always along a certain pattern, and it's never any kind of give or take. It's always a soliloquy in which his point of view is the only point of view that it could have been. And I'm not saying I was tired of him because I very rarely been on a panel with Ali, but I don't want to run into those kind of shows where I'm doing reaction to those kind of shows and it's never a give and take or different points of view. Everybody is agreeing with that point of view. All of us never agree on the same point of view, not really, but to get along, in order to get along, a lot of people say the same thing. And that is what I find frustrating.
I got you. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's why I got off the relationship show thing.
I hear you.
I like different points of view. I've listened to men and men in relationships and men why women are terrible and this, that, and the third.
Oh man.
I was like, oh hell no, I can't listen to that all the time.
Right? I'll say this, HQ. I mean, women not terrible. Like they wouldn't be here having a conversation if they didn't want no woman. You know?
Yeah, I know. I understand. I understand that. But see, there's a group of people that are coming up. There are a group of young men that are coming up, and they feel like, okay, if this happens, then this happens. If this happens, the men say X, Y, and Z, and then this is not true, and then this is not true.
See, here's the thing, HQ. This is one of the inherent problems of the game. I get what you're saying, and I actually don't disagree. I think where you going with it is like they almost got it like it's locked down like Fort Knox or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like you can't
really have an opposite view.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people look at you like X, Y, and Z. They look at you like X, Y, and Z. Like you're the one that's crazy.
Yeah, I think what has happened with a lot of guys, and specifically in this current time, because we have a magnifying glass now with all of these social medias. So you can look into the lives of how wealthy, famous people are living in all of this. And like we were talking about this the last time, but you had that guy up here, man. He derailed that conversation. Man. Hey,
what the hell? Who was that?
I don't know. And I asked him, I was like, you must be new around here. He's like, I ain't new. I'm like,
wait a minute. Oh, he was the older guy. He was the older guy, right?
Yeah, he was old. That old dude, man.
That's Leonard. He's a passport bro.
No. It was he didn't say he was passport bro. He what was his name? Remix Roy or something. It was Roy.
Leroy, yes.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, he's one of the passport bros.
I didn't know he was a passport bro.
I've known him from when I used to visit the passport bro spaces to find out whether I wanted to do that kind of content. I used to visit that space, and he used to be over there. So that's how I know him.
Yeah, because I was like, where did this guy come from?
Oh, and he's been on here a long time. He's been on here.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I've never seen him on one of your panels before.
He's never come over. That was the first time he ever came over here.
Yeah,
although he knows me from that space. He knows me.
Yeah, he was just trolling, man. Like, respectfully. Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about, but
but he trolls over there too. He does.
Yeah, it just was getting the general sentiment was like I was just saying, they have a magnifying view as to what is out there and everything, and a lot of guys is not a lot of regular guys. How can I put this? Especially, and see, this phenomenon has hit the black community by far the hardest out of all the races. The regular 9-to-5 guy has been kind of pushed out to a degree.
Right.
Some able to kind of get in where they fit in, but a lot of them has been pushed out, and they regulated to big girls, much older women, or multi-time baby moms. So a lot of guys obviously not happy about that. So it's a back and forth debate. You know, we was really getting ready to like dive deep into that before he kept taking the mic and going on tirades and stuff. You know what's crazy, HQ? Ty Pro was not talking to him. He specifically kept saying Black America and Triple X. He was not saying Remix Roy or whatever his
I don't know whether he knew him or he didn't know him. I had no idea whether he knew him or he didn't know him.
I know. Yeah, Ty didn't know him, man. He was a weird guy. You know, he was just a weird guy. But that's a big part of the issue, though.
Right. I mean, hopefully, okay, I can look at these. You gave me 8 of them. You gave me 8 different links. Different things that I could check out.
Yeah.
So are they? But it's got to be. I got to have at least 2 or 3. That's why it's been difficult for me to get back into it.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't want to run into stuff like.
No, I get it. I would stick with Ashley as the main, and then try sub adding like other content and stuff too. You know.
Right.
I mean,
Because if you get into a panel, like if you get into Lapeef panel, you know you got to listen to all 5 of those people. You got to listen to all 5 of those people, or all 8 of those people, or however many it is. You got to listen to all the things that they say, and you be reacting to all different types of weird shit. And it's like, God damn, I don't even know how to generally put this, but I guess it can be done. It's just that I am looking to where I don't have to go search for a lot of stuff. I know exactly where it's at. I know exactly where to go, and then it will always be something weird that is, or not weird, but there's always something to react to. Instead of just going to a show, maybe they got something you can react to, maybe they don't. We don't know. But always, you know how I enjoy the news, the regular everyday content news every day, because there's always something to react to. Regardless, there's 1,000 things to react out there. But in relationships and going to a specific panel, it's you may get some good content and you maybe not. I don't know. And I'm thinking, oh shit, I got to figure out how to do this without Kendra being there, without Pop the Balloon being there, and that was the bread and butter right there. Was
I mean,
and the bread.
Kendra, look, a lot of people, yeah, the Kendra thing. I'm gonna tell you something else too. You can still cover Pop the Balloon and Kendra, but I noticed what a lot of platforms will do, they'll edit the part they cover out of the video after they post the video. But real time, they still react to it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they'll react to it like you're playing one of her videos now. Then after the live stream, they'll take it down and they'll cut Kendra part out, and then they'll repost the video.
Oh, so she won't be on there?
Yeah, yep. She won't be on a replay technically.
Oh, wow.
But I've noticed a lot of content creators are doing that.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work, though.
It is work. I know Kendra was kind of like the bread and butter. I would say that Ashley probably bought the next best thing.
I mean, because I haven't went over to SBC to find out what the hell, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been over there to see what they have done.
They need you over there, HQ. Like, no, I'm not gonna say they need you, but yeah, it's funny.
What's going on? What's going on?
No.
I was the favorite one for them to hate. I was the favorite one for them to hate.
I know. That's why I said it'd be funny to see you come back. I ain't gonna say they need you, but it would be funny.
I love
back. Yeah.
I love being over there.
Yeah.
You know, when I had to watch, like I told Ty Pro, when I had that one weekend when I had to watch the kids because you know my daughter, something happened to my daughter, and I had to watch the kids.
You said she had a baby, right?
Yeah, that could have been it. She had a baby. There was some reason, I can't remember the reason, but I had to watch the kids for her, and they came over. And the minute and they never called me back after that. So it wasn't a matter of me. It wasn't a matter of me saying I don't want to do it. I never said I didn't want to do it. They just didn't call me. They never did call me back. Right? Because what they did, what the process was, they would send an email on Fridays, and once they sent the email on Fridays, I would respond to the email and say, "Yes, I can make it. Yes, I can't." Right?
Yeah.
They didn't send me. They sent me an email on that Friday, and I said, I can't make it because I got to watch the kids. I'm letting you know, a day ahead of time. I'm letting you know. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
And that next Saturday, I thought they were going to put me in the email and tell me to, come on in, but they never did ever again.
Oh, okay.
So, so I never got invited.
Have you talked with them since then, or
no?
Okay.
I mean, with Mr. Gavin coming over here, yeah, I don't, I've talked to him. He's been in the chat and that kind of thing, but he's never mentioned anything about coming back over there or whatever. He's never said anything about that.
Oh, okay.
And I never said anything because I just assumed that they moved on with the content and had some other direction that they wanted to go in. I just assumed that, and I wish them well at doing that. That's what I assumed. I assumed that you wanted to move on and do something different. That's what I assumed, right?
Yeah.
So I never wished them ill or anything. They just never called me back after that one weekend when I couldn't come. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Did you reach back out and say you wanted to come up?
No, because I saw that they had they had gotten a new girl and then they had gotten another girl and I saw that they had three with Raquel and then they had two other girls and I was like, oh, okay, cool, they doing their thing, I ain't mad at them. Do y'all thing. I congratulate you. So I was like, okay, they don't need me to come over there no more. They got plenty of women over there, so they good.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
Somebody else asked me why the hell did I leave him high and dry? I didn't leave him high and dry.
Oh wow. Somebody said that to you.
Yeah, I can't remember. Somebody wrote on one of my videos. Why you leave SBC high and dry?
Well, you see, HQ, I'm gonna say that now that you break it down, what happened, we can kind of see, but everybody kind of didn't know. So since they didn't know, people was just like, You know.
Yeah, because
they were just like you left. You know, nobody knows. Yeah.
No, a couple people asked me. They was like, "Why you leave? Why you get kicked off at SBC?" I was like, "I didn't get kicked off."
And they said, "Why you get kicked off?" Dude?
Yeah, well, a couple people said, one or two people said, "Well, you must have got kicked off at SBC," and I was like, maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I pissed.
Hey, I don't say some wild stuff up there, though.
Right. I mean, yeah, but and that could have been. I assumed that they wanted to go in a different direction, and that was cool. It was a different direction, and they needed to do whatever they needed to do. That's how I took it. I didn't take it as I got kicked off. I didn't take it like that. I just assumed, they wanted to go in a different direction, and that was cool. That was cool. That was the way it was gonna go. I didn't think nothing of it. Yeah. I was like, okay, if they want me to come back, that's all they got to do is say, hey, would you like to come back over here, HQ? As a guest spot or anything. If they want me to come back over, I'll gladly come over there. They're the people that gave me they the ones who gave me my start on YouTube.
Yeah. I remember you were saying that. No,
right. I would never try. Whenever they asked me to do anything, I would be more than happy to go over there and do whatever. Absolutely. I have no ill will whatsoever. I've been busy as hell over here. You know that I've been busy as hell over here, right? So
yeah, HQ, you been arguing with those.
And I had almost over 100,000 people visit my damn show on my channel today.
100,000?
Yeah, I had 85 this morning, 85,000 this morning. Then I
live in the chat or views or
views. 85,000 views. Damn. In the chat. I think I had like 500 plus for about two hours or something. But I mean, the channel's picking up in that.
Yeah. I see you gaining subscribers and stuff.
Right. So, like I said, with SBC, absolutely no ill will whatsoever. I mean, if they would have said, "Hey, would you like to come over and do a guest spot?" I'd try to figure out how I would be doing the guest spot. You feel what I'm saying? Because I have a soft spot for those too, because they got me started on SBC, and that's the story. That's how everything panned out. It was nothing more, no ill will, no nothing.
Okay, yeah. I mean, those brothers cool. I definitely rock with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have no problem with nobody.
But they never said anything about what happened. Nobody had any y'all.
No, nobody has said anything.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard anybody mention about anything. Nobody knows about nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, that's exact. Yeah. There was never anything after that last email that I sent. I said, I can't make it. I got the grandkids tonight, and see, I can't make it tomorrow, because it was a day. It was always Friday.
I got it. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and it makes sense. I understand.
Right.
Yeah. I hope everything going well with your daughters and everything.
Yeah, the baby is fine. They doing their thing. They doing their thing. We good. The new year is upon us. We gonna move a different way. Everybody is gonna move a different way. Everybody is gonna be happier. Hopefully, we are happier and more enriched, more emboldened. Be young, black, and blessed. That's it.
Yeah,
young, black, and blessed.
Yeah.
Okay? This is how we gonna be. But but I done ran out of my time. It's cool. We done had this conversation. Now you gave me a different direction in which to go. Now I got to start looking for that content that I want to put up. This is what I'm going to do, seeing as how this is my first day off. My first day off. I am going to all this weekend look over these shows and see what I want to actually do. I like Ashley, but Ashley is kind of one-dimensional with the females and whatnot. And, I think I done moved past a little bit of the roasting I done moved past a little bit of the roasting. So now,
yeah, because it used to be the HQ Roast Network. Remember?
I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah,
There's still some videos. There's still some videos out there. There's still some videos that I ain't put away because I think I got 3,000 videos over on the other channel. I think those are part of that 3,000. I ain't sure because I ain't went back and looked at all them videos, but it's a lot of videos that I ain't looked at and found out. But still,
man,
I will. You gave me. Wait a minute. Let me read them just in case. And one may pop in your head that you ain't gave me, right? You said Daily Wrap Up Crew, Lapeef, 8 at the Table, Cooley, Anton Dan. I can't stand that man. God damn. Hardly initiated is giving podcasts.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes, giving podcast. Yeah. Hold on. When did you and Anton fall out?
Anton, it's not a matter of him falling out. I just don't believe him.
You don't believe him? Yeah, what does that mean?
Meaning I just don't believe him. I believe he acts a lot. I just can't get
that's your synopsis.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not doubting that because a woman's intuition, that's you looking at it from the outside.
Because the way he has conversations about black women, and he has a daughter that's a black woman, and he has a wife that's a black woman. I just don't believe it.
Right. And I disagree with Anton a lot.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. HQ, and this is coming from a man, and in fact, I would say I'm a post-middle-aged man, like shit, I'm not 23 no more.
Right.
Baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't, and this really, look, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of these things that brothers are complaining about, a lot of it is true.
It could be true. It could be true.
If they weren't, I'd be in here with swords and knives fighting the guys.
I'm not saying it's not true.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'm saying this person, most people that I have talked, but this person, you notice I don't say you. Wait a minute, hold on.
You didn't say all black men.
Hold on.
You said
Jason Black say the same thing. Right.
Hold on, Jason Black. Now wait a minute. Now.
Jason Black basically says the same thing. Except I believe Jason Black.
You said except you believe Jason Black.
Yeah, right. I believe him when he speaks because he's very authentic when he speaks.
Yeah, you can't get more authentic than that.
My point exactly. And so that's why he's a different he's different from, and I just cannot, that voice.
Yeah, clearly Anton is not on the level of a Jason Black.
No.
As an orator, honestly, it's he's so far below Jason Black, it's not even funny. The only reason Jason Black, again, I think we had this conversation a long time. If Jason Black was actually on camera, and of course I don't know what he looks like or whatever, but let's just say he was a hulking handsome guy, he'd have probably 10 million subs. But then again, he'd be under constant FBI surveillance too because of the Black channel. Yeah. Right. So now if he just did the business and he was on camera, he'd probably have over 500,000 subs though by now. Yeah. Just off that channel alone. But with the Black channel combined, he'd be like larger than life here in America. But nobody can really exist like that at that level with the way he does that. Because when you get 7,000-8,000 people in the chat, you're swaying like national opinion and elections and stuff. And you will be extremely targeted. I'm sure to a degree he's targeted now, you know? Right. But you can never be on camera that extreme. I mean, I love it, but you know, it wouldn't last. It would not last.
Yes, and he's a very authentic human being. He's but you understand the difference between him and that. You can tell
it's a huge difference. Anton,
right.
Yeah, exactly. Anton is just at his core. Mm-hmm. Anton Daniels is a reactionary channel.
Right.
He reacts. He's not. He doesn't present any fresh material. You see, if you watch Jason Black, he'll take a subject, he'll have a whole monologue, and he give you like a comprehensive background research information, whatever. Then he comments. Right. Then he'll pull in cause and everything. Anton just takes a subject, he'll look at it, he'll offer his opinion and reaction to it, and he'll clip it. Then later that night, he'll get a bunch of people on this panel, and they'll just talk about it.
Right.
But it's not anything near in depth as research or in-depth analysis is Jason Black. It's just a whole nother stratosphere.
Right. It's a different level of professionalism. It's a different level.
Oh yeah.
And I just can't with that man. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can listen to Jason Black all day long. I just can't listen. I can't do the Anton Daniel thing. I just can't do that.
Yeah. He with the Jason Black thing, yeah, man. If he was I'll put it this way. If you reverse them, Jason Black will be the king of Detroit because Anton's here in Detroit. I actually seen him around before too. We've never talked, but I've seen him out probably 5 or 6 times just out and about.
Oh, okay.
But he goes to a couple restaurants and bars I frequent, and I seen him out at the mall and stuff too.
Oh, okay.
If you reverse those two guys, and he was Jason Black, he'd be the king of Detroit, clearly.
Right.
Yeah, clearly. Nobody be messing with him.
I mean, nobody disputes anything. Mostly anything that they hear from Jason Black. On the other hand, it's like, hell no. Because I can't believe you because you got a black wife and you got a black daughter.
Yeah,
more reverence. You should have more reverence for a black wife and a black daughter. You should have more reverence for the black woman. But he don't have no reverence, and he just call them straight out of their name. And that's not that to me. That's not a romantic partner. So I can't with him. I just can't with him. That's all.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Is he doing it for show?
Yeah. Are you doing it for show? Or is that how you really feel about your wife? Do you say that kind of shit to your wife? I mean, that's no way to say. You just don't say that kind of stuff because a lot of men be saying a lot of things on these panels, but it don't be true. They don't be having that kind of conversation with their wife. They just be on here talking.
Yeah, if you're not living it,
you
don't need to be talking about it.
And see, that's the problem I have with Cooley too.
Right. And on that one, I agree with you too, because I would respect him if he said, "Hey, that's the route I went, but I wouldn't recommend you go that route."
Right.
Then I will respect him, but don't say like that's what I'm doing, and then you went that route.
Right.
I see what you're saying. I mean, granted, she's a gorgeous girl, but still, if she had kids, you have to be forthcoming about that.
Right. And he wasn't at all. He wasn't at all. And the same thing, and it's to a lesser degree, Ali, to a lesser degree. Ali is always on the panel talking about marriage and family and relationship and all this, but you haven't married your baby mama. And I've heard,
isn't he with her, or they got kids and together? Or I don't know.
But if you with her, it's even worse. If you're with her, it's even worse because you have an over 1-year-old child. So what is hesitation in you marrying and putting a ring on her finger, but yet you out here spouting stuff about single baby mamas and that? See what I'm saying? This is the contradiction that I don't like. I don't want to have a conversation with you and you out here making baby mamas. You out here making single mamas. Well, I'm with my baby mama. Nah. You out here talking about single baby mamas. There's an issue. So I have a difficult time being on panel or reacting to people who I know are doing hypocritical things. I just don't want to do that, right? Which is what got me out of doing relationship things, right?
Okay.
That is what got me out of it. Pure and simple. That's what got me out of doing relationship things. Is because of the hypocrisy that I would run across when I got out here. Same thing with Angry Man. Angry Man married a single baby mama.
Yeah, I know Angry Man had some kids, right?
Yeah, he had kids, and he never married that baby mama. He never married the mother of his children. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Angry Man. I'm just stating the facts that are out here, right? Okay. The facts are out here that XY, you know, that he was not married, but he married the single baby mama, and she had kids when he got. So that is the rumor. That is the fact that I've heard him say it. So I'm saying, to me, for those kind of men to get on here, start tripping about single baby mamas. No, I'm not doing nothing with you, bro. I'm not.
Well, HQ, are they saying it from the perspective that they've gone this route and they don't suggest guys do it, or like what are we talking about?
But see, why would you suggest guys don't do it and you did it?
That's their route. What HQ? I'm gonna say this, HQ. I'm gonna say this. It's things I didn't do, and I would suggest guys do it. You know, like I'm gonna tell you something I should have done. Like I had the wrong outview. Like if a kid is going into technology and he's getting his computer science or engineering degree, you should have you a 10-year plan. Because I wasn't thinking like this, and I didn't have mentors. You should have your 10-year plan, and that's for you to get 5 to 10 years of work experience, and you need to be focused on starting your company. You need to be figuring out what type of tech company you're gonna open. Yeah, that's something I didn't do, and I would suggest people do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I get that. I think it's a little different. I think it's a little different, but you're not hypocritical in that. You're not that's not considered hypocritical. Something that you did, you referring everybody else not to do. That's
because I went to school and stuff, but I went to work afterward. But I would encourage people to do that, but have a plan and not just worry about advancing a career. You see what I'm saying?
Right, I get that.
Yeah.
But you understand where I'm coming. You understand where I come from. Please understand where I'm coming from. It's hard to be on the panel when I hear these things about you, but then I get on a panel and then it's like X, Y, and Z, and it's like, are you serious? Are you on here? See, there's another guy that's on here. Okay. He never says anything about single baby mamas. He never talks about him. He never denigrates him. He also had a single baby. He also made a single baby mama. He made two or one. I'm not sure how many, but he made a single baby mama. But he never gets on here and denigrates single baby mamas. He never gets on here and says, don't do that. Don't be no stepdaddy. He never gets on that. He's never been hypocritical.
Well, I'll say this, HQ. Did you ever ask him to clarify their position on that? Like, if they had in fact done that, I'm just saying, because I know you've been on a lot of panels with them. If they had in fact done that,
I heard their explanation. It was similar to what you said. But it's still, how would you get on here? How are you? You're not the exception. It's basically the rule, because it's basically a lot of women out here that are single mamas. So when you get out here and say, you better not, y'all shouldn't be out here trying to get single. I'm not telling you to tell men to get with single mothers. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're a person that got with a single baby mama, you shouldn't be out here denigrating single baby mamas. That's all.
Right. I'm gonna say this too. That I don't argue that. That I would agree with. You shouldn't be denigrating it. I think that the discussion will come down to.
And then it's not just that you're denigrating. It's not that you're saying don't marry a single baby mama. You're out actually calling them whores and no good, and they ain't X, Y, and Z. That's not cool.
All right, I'm not for put downs and insults. Now, one thing I will respect is bringing awareness to a situation, or warning brothers like beware of certain situations. But yeah, I'm not for putting anybody down or denigrating. Like you heard me speak for hours on end up here, and you know I've never done anything like that.
And it's like, are you serious? Are you out here? Are you out here denigrating? Are you out here having saying these things about single baby mamas, and you married a single baby? That don't even make sense, bro. So this is what threw me off about the relationship conversation, because it always rolls around to the same thing. Single baby mamas ain't no good, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. My perspective on it, and I think I've said this here, and I know I've said it on SBC a lot of times, and that's that what you're looking at specifically in this community is decades post-slavery of many families that have been unable to reestablish, to basically establish themselves at all, you know? So any real rules, laws, or regulations or proper lessons to instruct girls that, hey, you know, you need to be getting married. You know, you need to be focused on finding somebody to be serious with. You're in your 20s. You need to be focused, making sure you don't have any kids before you that. You know, a lot of young Black women are not being given that game. Yeah. So, and that needs to be examined, and that needs to be put out there, like, because many families just never found their footing. Some did. You know, they all started off raw after slavery. Some girls came from rough backgrounds. Maybe they got with a guy. He came from a decent background. He was the auto mechanic back in the 40s or 50s, or he was a transmission mechanic, or he worked at the plant or something like that. And he was serious. He laid down his laws, his game, and they were able to have 8 kids, and they kind of had some law. You know what I'm saying? And it went on from there. But many families, man, I mean, post-slavery, I watched it, and I know the history. I know what happened in my family. I know what happened in several other people that's my age family, because I know their family's close, and I know their family's histories, because I didn't talk with them and their elders. So I know what they've dealt with. And a lot of these people come from multiple generations of baby moms. Yeah. So the reality is, you have to stop that cycle though. You know, the cycle has to be stopped, and you know, we don't want the cycle to continue. You know, I like to get it as slim as you see in the small hat community. That's not even a thing over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, you know, but you know, we got a lot of work to do. But yeah, I'm not for putting down or insulting anybody. You know,
and I just felt bad. I just felt bad for I just felt bad. I wasn't feeling really good when I would hear bad things. I wasn't feeling good about the women who would denigrate the men, and I wasn't feeling good about the women, and so it just turned me off. It just turned me off.
I got you. I respect what you're saying, HQ. I respect it. Ain't no problem. Yeah, I don't want to turn it into a debate. This your channel. You definitely entitled to your opinion. I'm glad the relationship stuff is back, because I had a ball up here discussing this with you.
Oh, hell yeah. I missed all of y'all.
Black America.
I got to get this stuff back. And every time I open up the panel over there, you see Ty, Black America, everybody jumping up on the panel. I'm like, God damn, I can't get nobody else but y'all up here, because y'all just want to talk, and that's cool. So what I'm gonna do is this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take all of these, and then I'm gonna look over them and see which ones would be good for this channel.
Yeah.
See if we can get some more panels going, because I want to do panels at least 3 times a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Do some panels. Maybe I don't know whether it be 6. What time is a good time though? 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
I would say Mondays work a little bit better for me. Mondays and Thursdays, you know. I would say maybe start it off like 7 or something, you know.
About 7 p.m.
Yeah, 7:30,
Okay.
and I can, if you keep it open a little while on the Tuesday, Wednesdays. I usually work in the evenings on those days, but
Okay.
I'll pull up. I'll definitely come support the panels.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was just saying. No, I think you made some solid points. I get where you're going with that. Like, if that's what you've done, you need to be clear about that's what you've done.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And then in a week we'll have different content to react to.
Yeah.
If we have a panel and we do reaction panel where we have people come up and then we react to a video, we all react to the video because I don't like just hearing myself talk.
Yeah.
We can have a panel and we all react to a video, another video. Yeah, I would love that. Hell yeah. Everybody. Yeah. I don't care. The whole panel could be full. So I'm gonna check out these shows. See, well, how can we all get up there and we can all react to this particular? But then now I really don't have to do preparation and do a whole show on my own. I can have people come up and then help me go through the show, which is what I prefer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's really what I prefer.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, thank you for coming up because I'm in this show, definitely. Thank you for coming up and letting me know, and I'll let you know a couple things, and then now you know me a little bit better.
Okay, no, I get where you're going with. I get where you're going with some things. No problem.
But this is a new channel, HQ Connect, and this is gonna be where I start putting the content. Even if I do what I did a long time ago, I just posted videos.
Yeah,
I post videos. Do live content. We can do all of that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. I will shut down the stream. I appreciate you coming up, Triple X. I appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Peace. Have a good one.
Now, this is the dialogue that I like to have on the internet. I love to have content where we having a back and forth. It is what it is. I love for people to come up and we have conversations. We talk about relationships. We talk about family. We talk about all those kind of things. Not that, and see why this person said this and why this sound good and why this works and why this doesn't work. I want to have a panel where we have people come up like on a Monday, maybe a Monday and a Wednesday, We start out Monday and a Wednesday and we have a panel starting at 7:00 where people come up and we react to a video. I would prefer to have 2 or 3, 4 different people come up and we all can talk and figure out what we want to do, right? So this is what we're going to do with the panel. We're going to have people come up and talk. And this weekend, I'm going to go through the shows that we can actually do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic show on here. It could be something that's on regular TV and we all have to watch it and we all have to, like I did the Denzel Washington, who was married to Angela, the Davis lady. And we did a reaction to that movie. Just like that, we can have reaction to movie. We can have reaction to all kinds of content. So this concludes us being over here because I've been on here longer than I thought I was going to be on here. But it is what it is. I will see you all when we next fill in for another show. I appreciate who all stopped by. I appreciate y'all. I will see you in the next one.